Hoy hablaré de expresiones en inglés usando vocabulario de Halloween, que a su vez está relacionado con el mundo de los negocios. Casi nada. I'm going to explain expressions that you've never seen before. Wolf. To keep the wolf from the door. This means to have just enough money for basic things like food or somewhere to live. I don't earn much, but it's enough to keep the wolf from the door. Witch. Going on a witch hunt. This idiom has deep roots in the dark history of the witch trials in the 17th century. Today, we use it when we want to refer to someone who is blaming another person or group based purely on their own opinion, but has nothing to do with the facts. The opposition said that it was a witch hunt of the former government. Monster. Frankenstein monster. Something that harms or destroys its creator and cannot be controlled. A reference to the monster in the book Frankenstein. At first, my side business seemed like a good idea, but it has turned into Frankenstein's monster, eating away at my time and finances. Blood. It makes my blood boil. Have you ever been so angry or irritated that you felt you might explode? This is the phrase for you. When my boss interrupted my presentation, my blood boiled, but I had to keep calm. Make your blood run cold. Many people say that when they are scared, it makes them feel very cold all in a sudden. My blood ran cold when I was fired from my job. Grave. Digging your own grave. You must admit the visual of this pretty creepy, but its meaning is perfect. When someone knowingly does something that would get them in trouble and starts to do something dangerous, you can tell them you're digging your own grave. Not having the presentation done by the deadline means digging your own grave. Evil. Play the evil's advocates. This is a very visual way to describe someone who will always argue against an idea or suggestion. Can't make a decision because our superiors are playing devil's advocate. Bad. Like a bat out of hell. This idiom explains itself really well. It means very fast. After the meeting, Susan took off like a bat out of hell. Graveyard. Working the graveyard shift. When you work the graveyard shift, You work between midnight and 8 a.m., so it's just you and all things nocturnal, like owls, zombies, witches and ghosts. I hate working the graveyard shifts, because although I sleep some hours, I feel terrible during the day. Death. I'm dead on my feet. You know that feeling when you're so tired that you can't even think? The thought of trying to stand up or walk or speak is impossible. Walking is not going to happen either. The tiredness is killing you. You know what that means? You're dead on your feet, my friend. After working 20 hours in hospital, I was dead on my feet. To be scared to death. This is to be very frightened. I was working late when suddenly Luke came running out of nowhere, and it nearly scared me to death. Dark. To whistle in the dark. This means to pretend one is not afraid in a scary situation. Jennifer appears not to be afraid, but we know she is just whistling in the dark. Public speaking is her nightmare. Owls. I wasn't brought up in the woods to be scared by owls. This means not be easily frightened by someone or something. I'm not afraid of the CEO of the company. I wasn't brought up in the woods to be scared by owls. Ghost. To be as pale as a ghost. This means very pale or white in the face. She was pale as a ghost after her colleagues said her presentation was a fiasco. Skeleton. Skeleton in the cupboard. To have an embarrassing secret about your past. Something that a person tries hard to conceal. Everyone has a few skeletons in their cupboard that they wouldn't like other people to find out in the job interview. Y si te ha gustado mi terrorífico video, déjame un like y suscríbete a mi canal para muchos más business consejos. Así podrás escalar tu nivel de inglés y poder crecer laboralmente. Te invito a que veas estos vídeos que te dejo aquí para seguir trabajando desde casa.